Hey everyone, Jeremy Camp's song Dead Man Walking is up next here at Faith Jams. What do we do here at Faith Jams? We take Christian songs, we pull the biblical messages from these songs, bring them to you, kind of dive into it, break it apart so that you're able to apply them into your life. Reason we do that? Well, it's simple. It's really hard to read the Bible while you're driving to work, but you can listen to some tunes. So hope you add this one to your song list on your streaming service or wherever you get your music from. But let's dive into this. This is a great song, powerful song, mighty powerful. Here we go.
Freedom was something I never found. Trying to find 6 feet underground. Under the weight of all of my sin. Fighting the fight that I couldn't win.
Can't win it.
And you rescued me. And now I can breathe. I was a dead man walking until I was a man. Walking with you, I was a blind man, falling until I found the light. You're calling me to pull me out of the darkness and pull me out of the lies, putting the beat in my heart again. I was a dead man walking until you loved this dead man walking back to life. I look for the words but cannot explain. A new kind of love right into my veins. You are the key to all of my chains. You're all that I was, now I'm not a slave. And you rescued me. And now I can breathe. I was a dead man walking until I was a man. Walking with you, I was a blind man, falling until I found the light. You're calling me to pull me out of the darkness and pull me out of the lies, putting the beat in my heart again. I was a dead man walking until you loved this dead man walking back to life. I've tasted and I've seen the wonders of your heart.
Here.
I do not deserve a thing, but that's just who you are.
Yes. Yes.
I was a dead
Amen.
man walking until I was a man. Walking with you, I was a blind man, falling until I found the light. You're calling me to pull me out of the darkness and pull me out of the lies, putting the beat in my heart again. I was a dead man walking until you loved this dead man walking back to life. I was a dead man walking until you loved this dead man back to life.
Wow. My goodness. There is a simple message, a simple biblical message here. Simple, but he's taken and he's crafted it into this beautiful song and painted some word pictures that are amazing and should be on your playlist so that that feeds into your soul when you're not actually able to read the word. The part I love here, oh my, it was just great the way he worded it. I was a dead man walking until I was a man walking with you, pulling me out of the darkness, pulling me out of the light or out of the lies, right? Pulling, pulling this, putting the beat back into my heart again. You know, we can have a lot of theological debates about a lot of different points in the Christian faith, but it's pretty clear in the Bible that with sin we're dead. Now, I don't know about you, but for me, I've not seen a dead man get up and flip a light switch on. Just saying, haven't seen one. God comes into our life before we even realize we need him. because we're dead. We are dead. We are helpless. We are absolutely on the slab, dead. And Christ comes into our life and starts to tap on our heart and starts to soften it. And as he softens it, then we start to see the light switch. Oh, we start to, yeah, this is a good thing, right? We start to come back to life. But let's look at where most people point to for when the life transformation happens. But honestly, I think it's when God starts to come in and just starts to put the beat back into the dead man's heart. That's where I believe life starts happening for us Christians. But here or there, as long as it happens, that's where we're going to celebrate, right? So out of Romans 10, but what does it say? The word is near you, in your mouth and in your heart. That is the word of faith that we proclaim. Because if you confess with your mouth that Jesus is Lord and believe in your heart that God raised him from the dead, you will be saved. That's the promise in the word. It also goes on to say, because I couldn't fit it on the screen, for with the heart one believes and is justified, and with the mouth one confesses and is saved. Man, I'm telling you, if you don't know Christ, that's all it takes. I've met some people through my few years that I've lived here, that I'll get around to God as soon as I straighten things up. No, get around to God now, then straighten things up. Never did I see an example of Christ in the Bible where he looks at the woman at the well, or he looks at the lady caught in adultery, or looks at anybody else and the tax collector say, hey, whoa. Before you and I sit down and have a meal together, you need to go get cleaned up. It's not in the Bible. He says, come to me, right? Come to me. And let's work it out. And that, my friends, is a big fancy word in the church called sanctification, or the process of sanctification. Sanctification isn't a moment. It's not perfect. No, screw up. Thank God for his grace. Thank God for his mercy. And thank God for the sanctification process, which means I get to get better over time, right? We all do. But what's important here in this song is that the moment that we go from death to life in Christ, that is a moment to pay attention to. That's a moment to celebrate. That's a moment to say, wow, that's awesome. So if you haven't made that choice, I would encourage you to make that choice. If you have made that choice, how about being the guardian at the door, right? The guardian at the door to heaven, and help somebody else out there who's dead, who can't find the door, who can't reach the door because they're dead, and grabbing their hand and pulling them into the light so that God can get into their heart and start that heart to beat again. And then they can be a dead man walking, just like you. So folks, glad you tuned in. Again, Jeremy Camp, Dead Man Walking. If it's not on your tunes list, whatever you listen to for music, I would highly suggest that you put it there. It's on my Faith Jams 24/7. By the way, the link for my Spotify Faith Jams is in my bio. It's a Linktree link. You can go there. You can see my different playlists and listen to them, copy the music down, whatever, if you're on Spotify. But we thank you for tuning in, and we hope you have a blessed day. Take care. See you next time.